Good morning everyone. I'm just new to this challenge. I am taking part in the Tag Tuesday challenge set by Handmade by Shirley on YouTube. I just found her channel last week, so I want to get into more challenges, as I said. So this is the tag that I'm going to make today. Now, Shirley, if I don't do the tags and the arts and stuff like that properly, could you give me a shout, please? Because it's a lot of years. It's about 6 years for I've done all this, just to keep me right on track. So this is the tag that I made, and I'm going to just walk you through how I made it. I don't have brand names for my dies, etc. I've been crafting for a lot of years, over 30 nearly, and I just don't know where I got them all. Okay, let's go for it. I'm bringing my wee tiny cutting machine. I bought that cutting machine several years ago for my son to craft with me, and he's now a grown adult, and I've still got the wee machine and it still works perfect. So first off, I'm just going to cut a piece of white linen cardstock. And this now remember, Google's got the feature, take a picture, take a screenshot and search it in your different purchasing sites. This is the die. It comes like this. Large die, small die. Let me take that off. Inner die. So I'm using the third, the inside one. All you have to do is take screenshots and search them. And that's just going to be too wee. Let me get another wee scrap. Oh, sorry guys, bumped the camera there. So as I said, I'm new to this channel, new to these challenges, so bear with me. I hope I do alright. Just going to run this through quickly. Now, I'm an old school crafter. I run it through and run it back. Just because. But that wee Cuttlebug's amazing. After I've done this challenge, I've got 3 separate hauls. I'm going to try and condense them into 2 videos for you. Okay, so that's the tag. All cut. Now here I have some distress inks. And my brushes. So I'm going to start with the bottom first, and I'm going to start with antique linen. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say, this week's tag challenge, I finally did find it because I couldn't find them, was ombre. The theme is ombre. So hopefully I'm going to do a good enough job to ombre these colours in together. Now I should have wiped my mat because this colour's a bit mucky now, because it's got the blue on it from my sample. So there we go, that's the antique linen for the sand colour, and I'm bringing in fossilised amber for a bit of depth. That'll go on the outside. And that is a bit mucky and I don't like it, but hey ho. Now I just go over the inside very light. Let me get a piece of tissue. And it's all lost. Wait. Right, into the blues. I'm going to start with the Salty Ocean. That's dry enough. I really should have started off the card because I've got a blur there, but hey ho. It'll be fine. We'll get that blended in soon. And this is going to be for the sky, so I'm just going round the outside here with the salty ocean. And then I'm going to bring in some... Now I use the one brush for the colour family. I'm going to bring in some faded jeans for a bit of depth round the outside. Now remember, try and pick the ink up that you've got on your mat. And then I'm just going to go back in with this brush and blend it a wee bit more. Okay, that'll do for just now. These brushes I've had for a few years. I just bought them off of Temu. Well, I think it was Temu, it might have been AliExpress, I'm not sure. Okay, now this is the next thing I've got here. Can I get it picked up? Now on this tag here, I die cut these wee birds, but I've also got a stamp, so I maybe stamp them on this one. These seagull dies here is an example of what happens if you run your dies through and run them over. I have run that one over at some point with another die, and this is the only die I ever done that with, and it still cuts perfectly fine. So see these people say, oh, don't do that because it ruins your die. No, it doesn't. Well, it hasn't done for me is all I can say. But I have to say it was lesson learned and I never done it again. So I'm just putting these on here like this. Going to run them through. You can probably hear the seagulls in the background, just well timed. I do live in a seaside town, but just lately the seagulls have been an absolute nightmare. I can't feed my crows for the seagulls coming down and stealing it all, but I've sorted them out. I've put a toy into my garden, a dog toy. And the crows are clever enough to lift the lid off it, and the seagulls aren't they? Which says all you need to know. Let me tidy this up a wee bit. And this one. Okay. So hopefully I can take part in these challenges. And I hope I'm not too late, because I didn't see that there was a timeline of when it had to be posted on, so I hope I'm okay. In the timeline. Right, we run there. I did see another challenge from Lorna Callahan was who I seen posting them, and as I've said before, I'm sure Lorna used to stay in my hometown. Go and check Lorna's channel out. Right, I've got this stamp set. This stamp set came from a magazine. I don't remember what magazine it was. I think it's that one, Stampin' something or other. Anyway, I don't know. But it's quite a few years ago. So that'll tell you how, 2018. So that tells you, I'll be crafting for a while. I'm going to stamp this on here. stamp a wee bit to the side there. And I'm going to give the ink a second to soak in, just because I've got already ink on the paper. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to do this wee flock of birds. But I'm going to do it kind of off the page and then on the page, I think. Because you always got hundreds of seagulls, don't you? Yeah. Second gen stamping. Okay, and then I used my Crop-A-Dile just to punch the hole at the top. I'll use the larger side because I'm using seam binding. Things I've got a shake this morning. A bit of seam binding. As I say, I hope this is okay. I hope I'm in the timeline for it and things like that. And I hope I've tagged you all correctly. Right, so there's my Tag Tuesday for the 3rd week in July for Handmade by Shirley. There you are. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like this video, I'll try and link everybody else's below. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. If I don't, well, hopefully I'll try better for the next time. Okay, thank you. See you again the next time. Bye.